show you how to make one of the best chicken ramen noodles. Hey Salam, I hope you guys are well. Halal Chef is back for another video, and this time I'm making chicken ramen noodles. These are Shoyu style ramen noodles, which are basically made with chicken stock, dashi and some of the soy sauce. I'm gonna serve these ramen noodles with different toppings. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get started. Halal Chef presents. The best ramen noodles uses a great chicken stock, so that's what we're gonna start with. Here I'm using chicken legs with the skin. You could also use a full chicken. Now, brown chicken stock requires you to roast the chicken inside the oven before we start cooking in the water. Roasting the chicken will give it that deep, nice brown color, and it's also gonna add more flavor. Now in that, we're gonna throw in some of the mixed peppercorns. These are gonna roast along with the chicken, and it's gonna add more flavor to our stock later. A good pinch of sea salt. And finally, you want to spray with the oil. Use vegetable or sunflower oil and make sure to cover both sides. The skin side of the chicken needs to be up. Now the chicken goes in a preheated oven at 230 Celsius, and we're going to let this cook for around 45 to 50 minutes until we have a beautiful brown color. Now let's prep the main ingredients for our chicken stock. Here I've got 2 medium onions along with the skin. You want to slice them into quarters. Some of these fresh garlic cloves you want to crush it with the help of your knife. Some of these fresh lemon peels, there's a bit more aroma, a bit more flavor. You could also use orange peels instead. Here we've got some of the fresh ginger. You want to thinly slice it. Grab yourself a large pan, turn the heat to on medium. Add all of your onion, garlic, ginger along with the lemon peels. With your roasted brown chicken along with the leftover juices. You might need to use some water to scrape off all the bits. Now in with the water needs to be just above the chicken. I've got a few bay leaves, some of this dried thyme, a good pinch of salt, and finally some of this freshly cracked mixed black pepper. Now cover and let this cook for around 2 hours. So it's been around 2 hours, let's check this. Bismillah. And now we have this beautiful brown chicken stock. We're gonna turn off the heat. It smells great. And now we're gonna pass this mixture through a fine sieve. Now skim off any fat and let the stock to cool down. Another best way to remove the fat is leave it in the fridge, and the fat will turn into a solid block which you can then remove. Our mouth-watering brown chicken stock done. Now this stock can be used for your rice, gravies, soups and so on. Now let's prep our dashi. Dashi is a Japanese stock and is the foundation of many Japanese dishes. It has an umami, savory flavor. It's gonna go perfect with our ramen noodles. So to make our dashi, first of all you will need kombu. Kombu is basically kelp slices, which is a seaweed. You should be able to purchase it from a Japanese store. Now here I'm gonna cut the kombu into large strips. Now for the dashi you will also need to use some katsuobushi, which is basically smoked and fermented tuna flakes. But I don't have that, so I'm gonna substitute it with some of the shiitake mushrooms. You wanna cut these mushrooms into small pieces. Now in a pan, add your kombu slices, cover with water. Now turn up the heat on medium, and you want to let the water heat up just to the point where it starts boiling. And now I can see it's just about to come to boil. Now I'm going to start removing these kombu slices. Now with your shiitake mushrooms, give that a mix, and you want to let this come to a boil now. We're going to let this boil for around 40 seconds. Now turn off the heat, set aside and leave them soaked in water for 15 minutes. I'm going to pass it through a sieve. We will be using equal powder of our dashi and chicken stock, or you can just use the stock on its own. Our mouth-watering dashi done. Now for our shoyu chicken broth, I'm using here green onion whites. Thinly slice the onions without the greens. Now totally optional, if you guys want you can throw in some of the red chili in there. Using your 2 garlic cloves, you just want to lightly crush it and remove the skin. Now if you like a strong flavor of garlic, then you can finely chop it. And finally I'm gonna grate some of the ginger. It's roughly around 1.5 teaspoons. So we've got here our chicken stock, our dashi, and finally you will need some of the dark or aged soy sauce. Alright, let's cook our shoyu broth. Grab yourself a pan, turn up the heat to on medium. Give it a good touch of oil. Now when the pan is nice and hot, in with your green onion whites, garlic, red chili and your grated ginger. All goes in. Give that a mix. We're looking for a golden brown color on these. And now in with your dashi. And like I mentioned before, you don't have to use dashi. Also your rich chicken stock. Look how beautiful that looks. Amazing. You guys gonna absolutely love these chicken ramen noodles. With our soy sauce, pinch of this brown sugar, season with a good touch of salt and some pepper. Now let this come to a boil and then let it simmer for 10 minutes. Alright, so the broth has been simmering for around 10 minutes. At this point of time, I'm just going to turn off the heat and have a little taste. That is so delicious and so heartwarming. Feel free to pass it through a sieve to get a much more clear broth. Our mouth-watering shoyu chicken broth done. Now for our chicken glaze, in with the dark soy sauce, some of the sweet chili. I like a touch of hot sauce in there. It with the honey. It with a freshly grated garlic clove, pinch of sea salt, and finally some black pepper. Give that a really good mix, have a little taste, and adjust anything if you need to. Our delicious shoyu chicken glaze done. Alright, let's cook the chicken. Add a good touch of oil. The heat is on medium. Here I'm using chicken thighs, always away from you. We're going to let this cook for around 3 minutes on each side. Now let's turn the chicken. Now when the chicken is almost ready, I'm going to start applying our glaze. Now let's turn again. Add our glaze. Turn it around again. Apply our glaze. Alright, the chicken is ready now. Let's remove it onto our plate. Once the chicken is ready, let it rest for 10 minutes and then we're gonna slice it up. Our mouth-watering glazed chicken. Done. Now for the toppings, thinly slice the green part of the scallions. I'm also gonna slice some of these flat white mushrooms. Again, they will go great with our noodles. Turn up the heat around medium-high and with a good touch foil. When the oil is nice and hot, we're gonna start throwing our mushrooms. We're gonna sear these and get a nice brown color on them. Go pinch of salt. Shake it a little so the oil goes all around the mushroom. Or once you have this beautiful gold brown color, you can remove these. For the soft boiled egg, let the egg boil for around 5 minutes and half. And then remove it in the cold water and leave it there for a minute. And then just carefully peel this off. Oh, that looks so good. Or once everything is ready, you want to boil your noodles. This should take you around 5 minutes. Once done, wash them in cold water and remove the excess starch. Or let's assemble our chicken ramen noodles. First of all, of course, with our noodles. 100 gram noodles per person is enough. It with our hot chicken broth. Looks so good. Add the chicken. Some of the mushrooms. Our soft boiled egg. Here goes some of the nori, which is a dried seaweed, toasted black sesame seeds, spring onion greens, and finally some of this sesame oil on the top. Pinch of sea salt on the chicken and the egg. One of the best chicken ramen noodles that you guys gonna try. You and your family gonna love this. Our amazing chicken ramen noodles. Done. Alright guys, I'm gonna try our ramen noodles. They look so delicious. I like them a bit spicy. I'm gonna throw in some of the chili. Give that a good mix. First I'm gonna try the chicken. Look at that. Bismillah. Wow. That is so flavorful. It is a bit sweet, a bit spicy. It is so good. Let's try our mushrooms. Those are full of umami flavor. You guys gonna absolutely love this chicken ramen noodles. Alright, on to our noodles now. Bismillah. Wow. Oh, these are so delicious. Wow. Everything is cooked to perfection. And the amazing chicken. These ramen noodles are so heartwarming. Just look at that beautiful chicken. The winter is here and you guys definitely need to make this. Trust me, you haven't tried ramen noodles like this before. Please do me a favor and share this video with your family and friends so they can enjoy as well. Can we please get this video to 5,000 likes? I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, make sure like. Inshallah, see you next time. Until then, salam. Make for your mom. Make for your dad. Make for your family. Enjoy.